Hello, everyone around the world. I'm Raquel Starr-Kiviata, the director of the Energy of Breath School. Today, I want to share with everyone a gamma breathing activation and energy healing meditation for our current times. I can't claim to know everything that's going on, and I've been caught up in many different perspectives personally. Some fear-based ones and some really conscious high vibration ones. And I can't claim to know exactly what's happening. This is definitely a time of unknown, but I would like to say that from my deepest perspective and in my heart and instinct, I sense that we are going into a time of ascension and massive conscious evolution very rapidly, which can create some chaos as the upgrades in the system happen around the world, and a lot of grief and difficulty as well. And though we are evolving quickly to enter an era of peace and the new earth on our planet, which is a divine blessing. And there are accelerated energies and higher frequencies arriving on the planet at this time, anchoring this grid. And there's many of us that are waking up and that are coming together virtually to support the healing of the planet. So I know there's a lot of difficulty going on, and at the same time, this activation is designed to support all of us wherever we're at to tune into our highest, most heart-centered perspective that we can, to help us move through this time in a vibration of more peace and trust and alignment with our higher self, no matter what is going on around us, that we can feel as whole and grounded and balanced inside ourselves as we can, and share this with our loved ones and our communities and at large through holding our own divine vibration that we came here to share. This is certainly a time of tuning into what our values really are, what's really important to us, and holding that dear, and to reevaluating our lives and seeing how we can create new ways of living on the planet that are in tune with our Mother Earth, with the cosmos, with the air, with the water, all the beautiful nature, and helping us to feel the connection with that and access the energy that fuels us from being connected with the earth. And then that way we can help the planet as well and be really tuned in. It's a beautiful opportunity for becoming more still and accessing more of a space of silence and trust. I get that this is difficult. Some people have lost loved ones or might be sick right now or out of a job or in a very difficult environment or not have any money. So this is beyond the 3D. This meditation is to help us to feel physically more capable and empowered by channeling energy from source and activating this consciousness in our pineal gland, in our body. So a little bit about gamma breathing. It was created by Cory Herter about a decade ago, and it's the fastest way that we know of that we can do on our own anywhere, anytime, as long as we're breathing, to activate our pineal gland and access a higher frequency brain state, which is 40 megahertz or more vibration per second in our brain. When this happens, we are stimulating our pineal gland and also a release of dimethyltryptamine, short DMT, also known as the spirit molecule, which many people seek out in shamanic journeying around the planet. Well, the good news is we create this DMT on our own with this kind of breathing. And being that right now there is a virus that's affecting lungs, and because we're all staying inward in our homes and also helping clear the smog on the planet, it's like we're supporting the lungs of the earth to breathe. And by doing these breaths, I would like to say that we can also boost our immune system, but especially because we are raising our consciousness level to one of love, peace, and harmony. Plus, everyone doing gamma around the planet and all the people that are coming together at this time with all kinds of beautiful meditations and healing offerings that are being gifted virtually, energetically. If we can all collectively feel that grid anchored together, we are accelerating and assisting the planet in its mission of healing. So here we go. We're probably going to be doing this for about 40 minutes. I have behind me a tapestry of one of my most favorite Alex Grey paintings. And I feel like it's pretty appropriate in that you see this being, this light being in a way. It's a human, but anyway, sitting and meditating amidst the flames, anchoring the grid of light all around in the mountains and the earth and the cosmos. And that's what we want to do, connecting together. All right, so find yourself a comfortable place to sit or lay down. You can close your eyes and now start to feel yourself becoming more still, slowing down, starting to tune in more to your body. Could have been some busy times in the mind, a lot of energy up here. Let's bring it down to feel our body. As you're feeling everything getting more still and slowing down, notice your breath, what it's doing on its own right now. And you don't need to change anything with your breath just yet, but just notice. In this activation, we're using our breath as a portal to our higher consciousness and connection to source, and recognizing that our breath is a powerful tool for personal development. And it's becoming more known globally right now, which is excellent. So as you feel yourself, eyes closed, landing more and more in your body, noticing your breath, now also start to tune into your sense of hearing, really magnifying it, noticing all the sounds in your surroundings, near and far, even outside the space you're in. And now, with your eyes closed, notice your sense of sight. Just feel your eyes, see what's beneath your eyelids right now, creating lots of space behind your eyes. Knowing that we're about to activate our inner vision, very important at this time for manifestation. Now, noticing your sense of smell as you breathe gently through your nose, tune into the temperature, smells, quality of the air you're breathing. Now your sense of taste. Noticing your taste buds on your tongue, tasting your mouth. Next, your sense of touch. So with your hands, you can touch somewhere on your body. Also, feel all of the skin all over your body, which senses touch. So your skin can feel all the clothing on it, your face, your hands, or any other bare areas. Feel the air on your skin. And now take about a minute to scan your entire body. So starting from the top of your head till you get to the soles of your feet, about an inch at a time. Just feel the sensations on the outside and the inside of your body. See what's standing out, how you're feeling. Just keep scanning till you get to your feet. As you continue to scan, I'm going to describe to you about the breathing we're going to be doing. Plus, while you're scanning, keep tuning into your breath, how it is right now. Is it soft? Is it deeper? Is it shallow? Is it centered somewhere, like maybe in your upper chest, or do you feel it kind of down towards your belly? Just notice. So these gamma breaths we're going to do, there's various sequences. They each take about a minute and a half. They're a mix of mouth and nose breathing, and some breaths are going to be 3 seconds long to inhale or exhale. Some will be 5 seconds, some will be 1 second. So I'll be guiding us throughout and breathing with you. And each breath sequence is designed for a different effect, which I'll describe as we go. You want to breathe as big and fully as you can. So you feel that you draw the breath fully through your lungs, that your diaphragm is making space for the breath, and that in fact your entire body is breathing, because it is. This is an alchemical process. So imagine that you are the breath throughout this process. So we're going to start with the basic gamma breath. So again, you can have your eyes closed throughout, or if you want to open them, that's fine. And you can also use these mudras, or hand positions, that create even further of an energy current. So this first gamma breath is palms together, what we call the prayer mudra. And this is not a religious prayer per se. It's more of just our own self-intention that we are activating, stepping into the gamma field together, the quantum field, the grid of light all together, where whenever you watch this video, it's beyond space and time. We're all in the field. And this breath sequence is 3 seconds to fully inhale, 3 seconds to fully exhale. So here we go. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. One more set. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. And in mouth, out mouth. Good. Now let your hands relax. Drop in with eyes closed. Breathing easy. Just relax into your body, into the effects of the breath for a bit. Good. And as you notice some shifts that may be happening, just know that with gamma breathing, there can be a lot of different sensations. Tingling, weighty sensations, feeling lightheaded, which is actually something different. It's just all the oxygen through your body, plus brainwave shifts that are taking place. We are boosting all our other brainwaves, beta, alpha, delta, theta, zeta, into gamma. So it's a heightening of frequency flow and a balancing of neurochemistry, pineal stimulation, DMT release. So there's a lot going on. And as we progress through this journey, you're going to feel more of it. So just immerse and enjoy the expanded sensations and information that comes to you throughout. And then any other releases that may happen, movements, yawns, emotions, other aches or pains. But usually it's more of just like a feeling really good sensation. So just know you can do this with your breath anytime, and below there'll be a basic gamma breath and also information from my website where you can learn more breath sequences. All right, so let's all tune into what we want to activate at this time. So first, let's tune into our personal desires, whether it's to be in radiant divine health, or to wish that for our family, or to be safe, to be sound, to be abundant, to have all the supplies we need, these kinds of things, just our personal desires first. Just eyes closed, feel into what our heart most is asking for. And now let's tune into what we want for the planet. What is it that we want to have unfold out of all this? So for instance, that the virus comes to a conclusion, that there's a reevaluation of values, that there's some new systems put in place that are more advanced and apt for these times in terms of harmonious conscious community, that there's some balance and fairness as to resources for everybody, that there's more sharing, that the depleting and polluting activities of the planet cease. These are some examples, but you will know what's most present to you that you would like to activate. And even amidst all the chaos, let's focus in on what's coming out of this. What is it that we're anchoring the grid for? So feel into that. And know that with subsequent breaths, we're going to be activating other aspects like healing frequencies, different rays of light, different aspects of the earth, different gifts that we each have that we can share, and so on. But first, let's activate the context for the session. So personally and globally, what we're wanting to activate. And for this one, we're going to place our fingers together to form a diamond shape, the diamond mudra for activation. So in this breath, there's different lengths. Medium is 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Slow is 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. And fast is 1 second in, 1 second out. Okay, activating our positive visions, bringing them to this dimension. In mouth, medium. In more and more. Out mouth, medium. In mouth, out nose, slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, medium. In more. Even more. And hold. Out nose and mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. Even more. and even more. And hold as long as you can. Exhale when you need to. And while you're holding, or either way, feel this surge of energy that's flowing through you and of light coming in to illuminate your way, activating gamma. And now exhale. Good. As you breathe gently, notice the energy in your hands. You probably can sense already some tingling or vibration in your hands. This is gamma, and each of our fingers represents a different brainwave, which is now being evolved into a gamma frequency with it. So bring this like a cup of new earth medicine to drink with an inhale. And then exhale. Relax your hands and immerse into your gamma state. And as you're feeling these sensations and shifts of vibration that are taking place, know that there's a grid of healers and light workers around the earth and people like you and me who are tuning in collectively to raise the vibration, and not just physical being. There's many guides and guardians on different vibrations and planes here to assist us, and that we can tune in with our inner vision to see each other and to see the healing that we're creating. So let's do that right now with our eyes closed. Let's all visualize an emerald green crystal, kind of the size of our hearts, and also placed where our hearts are. Beautiful emerald green crystal in the shape of a Merkaba, also morphed with a lotus. So it's kind of like this morphing live frequency of green shape. And as we can place our hands over our hearts, let's visualize rays of green opening and radiating from our hearts. At the same time, tuning into the greenest nature that we can imagine, whether it's the redwoods or jungles in Costa Rica or a nature spot near us or anywhere we've visited or even seen on TV. Let's just visualize green, green earth. At the same time, vibration of love from our hearts. Let's feel this energy in our heart. We're going to amplify it more so everybody's going to really feel it. And wherever you're at right now with this activation, just flow with it. Just go with it. It's working. So now we're going to amplify. We put our hands in the diamond mudra. And as we breathe, tune into this beautiful emerald green and feel that we're breathing into our hearts together. In mouth medium. In more. And more. And hold. Out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth, in nose slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out nose, in mouth fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more. Even more. Bit more. And hold. Out nose and mouth slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out mouth and nose fast. Out mouth in mouth medium. In more, and more. And hold as long as you can. Feel this energy radiating from your heart, color green, expanding throughout the planet, in your consciousness. And out mouth. Good. Now, feeling your hands, more energies centering here. This is alchemy. Let's drink it with an inhale. Then on the exhale, just drop in into this field of gamma that we've all created. As we immerse, let's feel ourselves grounded in the earth, with the soil, with the green, with the grass. Good. And even as you're feeling all these sensations, tune into this next step. Take a few moments to notice some of the uncertainties or fears you may have been feeling. Maybe some people are not. Maybe some people are totally at peace and aligned with the higher vibration coming in. Maybe some have a lot of fear and worry and difficult situations, or maybe some it just kind of comes and goes. So either way, we're all here to support each other. And as we all breathe into gamma, whether it's sooner or later, this field all condenses and supports us in the now to have an energy boost, a whole processing power boost to upgrade our perspective and to feel more nourished and have more energy with which to evolve with the times. So just each of us tune into what's been coming up. Take some time and feel into it. How it's in your body, what's in your mind, what emotions. And without trying to resolve it, what we're going to do is a processing type of gamma breath that will help neutralize a large amount of the charge, because it can accumulate and then it can become like a loop and it's stored in our cells and it's not helping. Part of staying immune and staying healthy and stepping into the new earth and coming together at a higher vibration is to be able to clear the charges that accumulate and have tools of self-regulation. And that's what the planet needs. Right now, the air is more clear and more people are at home also learning and figuring out ways to support each other virtually or other ways. So we need to support ourselves also to hold that frequency and that way be able to have new ideas, new synergistic inspirations with how to move forward. So for now, we want to neutralize the charges coming up. So, whether it's about getting contagion, whether it's about being destitute, losing loved ones, any controls, borders and other issues, money, all of that. Just know that it's all a charge and it's an aspect of the dark and the light. And what we're doing here is integrating all of it, aiming to release the duality and just emanate a space of wholeness and oneness. And we need that to convert the consciousness in the planet. So the more of us who can do that, the better. And this is exactly how we're going to do this breath, for which we use the heart mudra. So it's like this, but now cross the top knuckles so that you can have the pads of each finger touching like that. It's kind of crisscrossy feeling. So it's like a reorganizing kind of breath. So here we go. We're going to neutralize charge. And while we're breathing, you don't have to think about the issues at hand. If you do, that's fine. Just focus, though, on your breath as best as you can. So here we go. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, out nose, slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, medium. And hold. Out nose and mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. And out mouth, medium. Good. Now relax your hands and just immerse, allowing the shifts that are happening. As you're feeling into these shifts inside of you, and I'm sure you're feeling more connected to light or source energy and connected to all of us raising the vibe. Now we're going to do one more process breath and then continue with some other healing abilities. This one is for not only what we're going through personally or how we're experiencing what's going on, because there's a broad range of experiences right now going on the planet. It's also then for seeing like all the most difficult experiences that are going on the planet right now that we know of. So let's all tune into what those are. With the virus and other effects from that and more, because there's been a lot of other difficult situations going on through the ages. But let's just see which ones come to each of us. Take some time, tune into this. Okay, and we're going to do a process breath for this. So aiding the collective around the globe of humanity and all nature, creatures, and everything. So another process breath with the heart mudra, crisscrossing. If you want to switch to the other side, you can. All right. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, out nose, slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, medium. And hold. Out nose and mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. And out mouth, medium. Good, and now just let go, surrender, and allow. Good. So for this next breath, let's tune into access what we are each here to do and who we are each meant to be. So there's been a lot of programs and conditioning of current society, and maybe there's some of us who are recognizing that that's not who we are. The kind of work we're doing, the lifestyle we're leading, the foods we're eating, the everything about who we are, where we live, and what we think we're supposed to do, or controls of different kinds, and so on. Maybe some of us are already completely aligned with our purpose, our path, our passion, and doing all of it. Or some of us know there's something else, but we don't know what it is, or some know what it is and are taking steps in that direction. Anyway, each and every one of us is a unique being. We chose to come here at this time to be part of the ascension, however that is, whether it's leaving our body and assisting from the other side, or by adapting and evolving and upgrading and being one with the planet and standing firmly on the earth and helping others and raising the vibration. So there's different ways we want to be, and we want to activate with this breath to trust and tune into and have higher access with our higher self and quantum consciousness and the collective and source, to access more downloads and information as to how, like what's our next step, what's our desire, what do we really see in our heart and in our inner vision. Because we don't have to go out there and do necessarily what everybody else might think they're supposed to be doing at this time. For each one of us, it's different. Some people are meant to be playing their guitar at home, singing healing songs. Others are meant to be playing with their children and spending quality time. Others are meant to be out at public places and clinics helping. Others are meant to be being more activist and changing some of the different protocols in society. There's so many different ways. You could be painting. You could be doing things like what I'm doing online, activating with healing sessions that people can view, or offering online courses, or reinventing how to do your business. Whatever it is, do whatever the next step is that feels right in your heart and feels like a yes. It might be sleeping more. It might be watching movies. It might be just relaxing and being at home and slowing down, because we need to be able to get realigned and balanced in order to really step forth and have an upgrade. There's no point in spinning our wheels and should this and should that. So let's use this breath to tune into where we're at with this part of our life, with this practice, and how we can advance into what's even more in alignment, because that is essentially going to help the planet. So with eyes closed, let's each just feel into that. So whether it's asking for guidance as to what is your purpose and passion, or whether it's to give yourself permission to slow down and let go of everything for a bit, or whether it is to be more in action in your path already, or all of the above, or doing creative things, or research, doing lots of research as to what might be something you want to do. There's so much more available right now virtually in terms of learning, all kinds of free courses, or just information, or people you can contact, or friends you could call to have conversations about what really matters. Now more than ever is the opportunity to change course if you know in your heart that you're supposed to. So look at all of it. This is part of what this is all about happening right now. So now we're going to do a breath to amplify our ability to be an open, clear, pure channel for our truth, and bringing this forth onto the planet, which will radiate out to others to do the same. So we're going to do our diamond mudra, and let's breathe. In mouth, medium. In more. And more. And hold. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. Out mouth, in nose, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out nose, in mouth, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. Even more. And hold. Out nose, in mouth, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. Even more. And more. And hold. Feel this consciousness radiate everywhere. It's higher vibration. It's who you are. It's love. It's opening to receiving your truth. And that for the benefit of all. And out mouth. Great. Now feel this energy in your hands, like you're nurturing a beautiful, beautiful plant that's growing. And this is you. So now bring this cup of energy to drink with an inhale. On the exhale, feel this nourishment that feeds you through every fiber of your being, all this full spectrum of color and light. Immerse. This is your DMT state. Imagine all of us that are doing this activation now, everywhere, connecting, like a big, big, big circle or grid. From this space, we're going to add this feature. We're going to tune into all the waters of the earth, and I'll post it below because I'm not remembering the exact website right now, but there's a website with a healing water prayer song, an Algonquin water healing song. And in this one, it is urged that all the women and little girls of the earth, the men can join too, but especially the women and the feminine essence, sing this song every day in the 4 directions, north, south, east, west, to heal the waters of the earth. So add that in. Just imagine that you're connecting about that song. You can view the song and sing it later. But then for all of us here, let's vision all the waters of the earth, because all the memory of when the earth was whole is in the water, and it's been polluted and it's been shocked with all these frequencies and fear and negative vibrations, pollution, most waters. And though just like we're healing, the waters are healing, and the air is healing, just like people's lungs are going to go through an upgrade, those who make it. And let's just vision that we all are upgrading so that we can purify within and around us. So let's vision that we are sending healing to all the waters, and that's our internal waters as well. So if you want, you can picture that you're using your hands for energy. And in fact, we're going to do this. There's a technique called Magics, also by Cory Herter. For this one, we hold our hands in front of us and feel a ball of energy between our hands. For this, we can picture the entire planet. the micro and the macrocosms, so our own bodies with the water, the earth, essence in them, and then the planet Earth and the water and the air. And just feel that you're pumping this energy to start to feel more palpable and concentrated and stronger. You're compressing it in and then feeling it expand. Compress and expand this energy. You'll probably feel some tingling and energy in your hands, and this is gamma. So holding the earth and feeling that green, beautiful light from our hearts radiating to the sphere that we're holding. And now picture connecting with that healing water song or any personal healing water proclamation we can think of right now. The divine memories of the water be activated, that the water can feel innocent and flow freely, that more of us are receptive now to the downloads and the codes of water and how magical and important water is, and that this is part of the healing of the planet right now. Healing our internal waters as well. So now we will do the following. We fold in our pinkies, ring, fingers, middle, index, thumb. Now we're capturing this essence inside each of our palms. We now pump into our palms 5 times like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've exponentially gamified this field. Now we flick our fingers open like this. Index, middle, ring, pinky, thumbs. And inhale as you bring your hands back. Exhale, send this energy forward into the field. Just feel that and immerse in it for a bit. Notice the effects. Feel that this energy is expanding throughout the whole planet and in your consciousness. So we're just going to do a couple more breaths before we conclude. And for this one, just continue to tune into a space of trust. Remember, non-duality. Remember that we are creating a reality as we speak, and there is a collective, and at the same time, there's a full spectrum of experiences all happening right now on the planet. Wherever the one we are at, let's see how we can raise it and continue to connect to this grid of the highest consciousness that we can muster and create at this moment. Remembering that we're not alone. We're in this together, and there is a divine plan. There's a divine arrangement. And as we walk, maybe as it feels into the unknown, let's hone our inner vision. That is what's going to create the next step in our reality, and trust that it can happen. If, for example, it's a green light to move to a conscious community and that happened, great. If it's being able to reorganize your path, your career, great. If it's making sure your family can stay healthy, great. Like if it's coming up with new ways to create eco-sustainable, regenerative community, awesome. Like whatever it is, just let's now hone the vision, each of us within, with our eyes closed at our third eye. Let's see it, really feel it, see as much detail as you can. If it's just vague, that's okay. If it's super clear, that's great. Just start the connection now more. If you want, you can have your palms together and just really zone into your third eye, pineal gland, to your vision. So I'll share mine. I see, some moments of difficulty, waves of it across the planet. And though then I see 1,000 years of peace on the new earth. I see us creating new harmonized communities, kind of like tribal, all ages, supportive communities, but with the new tech and the new way of living and advanced society, advanced consciousness, and growing all our food and having regenerative resources. Very beautiful. And being awakened to all our higher abilities and navigating, multiple universes, being awakened to who we really are as humans. We're strengthening our field together. No more separation and loss, but ascending into new dimension here on Earth and beyond. Aho. So either you could take on mine or proclaim yours here out loud right now. We can all feel into it, and collectively we just activate it all into gamma. That's all we need to do here right now, and then just surrender and open up and trust. So now diamond mudra, and let's breathe. In mouth medium, in more, and more, and hold. Out mouth, in mouth medium, out mouth, in nose slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out nose, in mouth fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more, and even more. Out nose and mouth slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out mouth, in nose fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more, even more, bit more, and hold. Feel this illumination and this nourishment from source. As you stay connected to source and grounded in the earth, you've got this. Creating the new earth. And out mouth. Beautiful. Now, feel this gamma energy and drink it. On the exhale, feel it nourishing you and just immerse into this expanded, generous, open-hearted, clear, calm, grounded present state. We're going to add another magic, keeping your eyes closed and tuning into the effects of gamma and DMT. Hold your hands in front of you to form a sphere again of energy. It's gamma, just a ball of light, holding your vision in it, your inner vision for the evolution that's happening right now, for the highest good, the best aspects of it that you can create. Charging that energy in your hands, pumping your hands to concentrate the energy and letting it expand, and then concentrate and expand. Then let's gather the energy by folding in pinkies, ring, middle, index, thumb. Here it is, this precious, precious seed of what's to grow. Pump 5 times to exponentially boost gamma. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now opening from the index, middle, ring, pinky, thumbs. Inhale. And send, exhale. just immerse into this light and just whatever you want to do with it. If you're moving, you're flowing, or just melting into it. I feel like I'm sending light around to the planet and to all of us in this quantum field together. So we're going to do one last breath to integrate our journey together today. And as often as you can view this video and do it, the better. If you want to do this every day, or if there's ever any moments of doubt or uncertainty, you could just do a basic gamma breath, which takes like a minute and a half to do, and that's written below. In any case, the more you can be in gamma, the better. Anytime something comes up, do a gamma breath. It will evolve that charge into free energy, into freedom, into high frequency energy. And that's what you want to keep doing to raise your vibration. So this is an integrating breath. Let's tune into what we've covered. So the basics of gamma, we've done a bunch of breathing to activate our pineal gland and release DMT and endorphins through our whole body. We've opened up space and breath in our lungs and our body with the breath. We've connected in a quantum field of the now together to activate very powerful intentions for the planet. The healings of the waters, the healings of the earth and the air. We have tuned into the heart crystals, emerald green with radiating rays of green light connected to the most lush places on earth and feeling this essence radiate everywhere. We've tuned into activating, being a clear channel for our higher self and our purpose, our passion, and who we're really meant to be now on the planet, and having the courage and the opening to access that and to continue with it. And so much more. We've done a couple breaths to neutralize fears and doubts or the concerns personally and globally. And so now we're going to integrate and just know how blessed we are. If we're watching and doing this video together, we're blessed. All right, so palms together. This breath is all medium. And you can have your eyes open for this one if you'd like. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. Final set for now. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. And in mouth, out mouth. Good. Close your eyes and be in this space for a few moments. When you feel ready, you can gently come back, or you could turn off this video and continue to immerse in a feel good and expanded, heart-centered state. Thank you so much for joining me. There'll be more videos to come. Any further support, you can check out the resources on my website and reach me that way. Namaste. Aho.